So what's the latest music and gear news for April 13th? Let's check that out. Just a quick reminder, links to all these articles are going to be down in the description below, so check them out. MusicRadar has an interview with Joe Satriani where he breaks down each track from his newest album, Shapeshifter. Joe explains that no style was off limits to Shapeshifter, hence the name, and that he wanted to meld to the music, not the other way around. Joe says, "I was determined to write in as many different styles as naturally came to me, and not to worry about making the album a metal album, a blues album, an EDM record, or whatever. He just wanted to cover anything that came to him." Shapeshifting is out now on Sony Music Legacy Records, and Satriani plans a Shapeshifting tour beginning on April 29th, world situation depending. Winter NAMM's sibling convention Summer NAMM has been canceled this year. I think we all know why. Summer NAMM, which usually takes place in Nashville, is known for its big focus on guitars and is usually a showcase for smaller companies that either can't afford Winter NAMM or get lost in the shuffle. It's also a boon for the city of Nashville to have a large convention every year, so I'm sure local businesses are going to feel the strain on that. To help alleviate some of the stress many musicians and artists are having at this time, NAMM is putting its efforts into guiding members to financial aid through the CARES Act, which is the relief package recently passed by the US government. They are also sourcing and sharing strategies to help boost sales for music retail. As of now, the main event, Winter NAMM, is still supposed to take place January 2021. It's funny, when I was a teenager in the 90s in high school, I hated most of the music that was out, but now, 25 some odd years later, I find myself feeling really nostalgic for music from between 90 and 2000. And speaking of 90s music, Roy Spencer put an article together over at MusicRadar where he covers 10 game-changing electronic music albums from the 90s. I won't spoil the list here, but some interesting points that came up while covering each of the 10 groups include how one band got around sample time limits thanks to basic music technology of the time and ended up creating their signature stuttering effect, and how they used repetition to their advantage. The Pico drive from Erica Synths is the newest module in the Pico line, with this new one taking only 3 HP of rack space, but still offering powerful distortion capabilities. The Pico drive is a combined wavefolder overdrive, which means amplitude peaks beyond a threshold get folded into itself. Pico drive controls include adjustable gain and drive levels, CV gain and drive controls, and a built-in limiter to help control clipping. Richard Chamberlain over at MusicRadar has put together a list of career-defining tracks by highly sought-after session drummer Steve Gadd. Chamberlain says that these are tracks every drummer needs to hear. I would go one step further and say any singer, songwriter, or composer should also take note, especially if you want to beef up your drum writing skills. The article ends with a video of Gadd isolated in his home, laying down a beat on a cardboard box with some brushes. It's pretty entertaining, so check that out. If you're looking for some new effects and instruments, check out the sale currently going on over at Waves. The sale currently covers all of their plugins and bundles, so if you've ever wanted anything in their catalog, now's the time to get it. In addition to the 40% off promo, if you spend $50 or more, you'll also be eligible for a free product. Check out waves.com for more information on both of those promos. Last week I mentioned that Chad Smith was playing Name That Beat with fans on Instagram. This week, guitarist Johnny Marr is entertaining fans by playing classic Smiths riffs over on his Instagram page. It's tricky to say Smiths riffs. He has invited fans to ask questions and request riffs, so go check that out and get your requests in. That was a lot of alliteration. Not as many freebies this week. I'm just going to showcase one. If you want more, go check out last week's video. I'll put a card up, or I may have already put a card up, so look for that. But anyways, a free version of Serato Studio DAW is available now. DJ and music production software developer Serato is now offering a free version of their digital audio workstation, Serato Studio. Serato Studio's main appeal is in its quick edit creation, mashup capabilities, and creating beats for DJs and live performers. Free does come with restrictions, like only exporting tracks as single MP3s rather than multiple track stems. There's no automation, and you're limited in the number of audio sources that you can use. This really sounds like a DAW meant for entry level, one that lets you get a taste of what their purchasable DAW can offer. But professional musicians can probably still get some use out of it in a portable rig or to make edits on the go. Links to all of these articles are down in the description below. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.